It's September 8th, 2021. After the CPS woman left, or after I did that whole update, I went straight to NYPD and told the gentleman on duty. I showed him the same buttons that I showed to the CPS woman. I said, I said on surveillance camera, I said, I'm having a problem. I said, and I don't know quite what to do. So I went through the actual what's going on. I was like, I have a father who is speaking to this CPS woman. I was like, who I'm not comfortable with. I was like, I have another guy in the house, a white guy, who I'm not comfortable with. I was like, and then they keep sending for my children someone. I was like, she is sweet as sugar. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to mischaracterize her. It's not the individual. And in fact, actually, to be honest, it hasn't been the same individual. But it's always in the same category of problem guerrilla warfare child. It's like a whole family of guerrilla-like actors that keep pushing up on Lindo Lewis and myself and my children. So now, who I don't want, by the way. I mean, listen, I had Miss Ellen come live with me. She will tell you, I am not racist. I do not say racist remarks. I am not rude by any stretch of the imagination. I am professional. I am to the point. I like my personal space. And I like to be whatever. And that's it. I don't want to get gushy. I don't want to get friendly. I don't want to go out for drinks. I don't want to know your kids' names. I don't want to go to their birthday parties. That's it. There's a big wall because you're a human and I'm not. And I'm in a big trouble and I don't know where to turn for help. End of story. So, I said I've got a white dad and I've got a white guy that followed me home from a bar one night and won't leave, and then they argue, and then I get put in the middle like something's wrong with me. I was like, and then they send a dark representative, and I've got other issues going on, and it's a problem. I prefer my own genetic lineage if I have to disclose something, just for private house reasons. I was like, and I can't even get that in this city. That's how disgusting it is. So I said to the NYPD officer. So I said, so I'm just letting you know. And I showed him the buttons. Told him the story about the man who took the button off, literally took it off of his jacket the day that I met him. And that he gave me the St. John's. And then told me to hold on to them in case I ever got in trouble, which I did. I mean, technically I'm in this human story, the updated urban human understanding for movie theater at Universal speech. I'm Catwoman in New York City. I am a household name. It's Cat of Russia, but with two Z's instead of two S's. I mean, there's a tie over there. I should need to be voted into some vocational civics society, and I shouldn't be withheld from the place that I'm supposed to go to. And I certainly shouldn't be pushed up upon like I'm some drug addict or I'm some thief or something when the city is going to shit and Shiola in a handbag. And it's not, I don't know what else to do. So I went to Fdny. I showed them the buttons. There were two really handsome, tall FDNY guys tonight, which is not usually who answers the door. And I showed them my two pins. And I said to them, I said, I just wanted to let you know, I said, I'm having problems. I was like, but I did see on the news, they referred at NYPD level to Shea, Shea, like Shea Stadium on a NYPD, like a banner, like a celebrity gets. And they said that he was commissioner. I said, I don't know because it doesn't say it on the banner, but I think that's what I heard. And so the fireman confirmed for me. He said, no, he said, I know he is a commissioner already. And I said, he is? I said, thank you. I said, that's great. I said, all right. I was like, well, here's my 2 buttons. I said, I don't have any civic connection, or like, I don't even know what word. I don't have any connections at all. I was like, I have these 2 buttons from this one man that I met once. I was like, so, I was like, if it ever comes down to anything and nobody, I mean, like, and I get a vote, then he's my vote for family member at NYPD for whatever it is, if he's commissioner already. Because I mean, again, I don't really know. I was like, could you just, I don't know, be my witness for that? And so they were like, yeah. I said, again, I know sometimes things happen. I was like, but I don't get word of anything. So if my non-connected 2 cents count for anything, I was like, just know that Shea's my white guy with the NYPD banner of didn't have a title at the bottom. But if commissioner's as high as it goes, then that's great. If it goes higher, I don't know how to ask for it. But I don't want him to be withheld from top spot just because I don't know the proper words in this version of America in New York. But I was like, but see these buttons? I was like, this is 1988. I've been here the whole time in New York. I was like, I've got some issues going on and I don't know how to like, get out of it. So anyway, so that's it. So I went up to FDNY to cross-reference a uniformed officer in one city agency to help the other NYPD city agency, since I don't know if over that crossroads, if they fight or if they back one another up. It's really hard to tell. I don't know anybody. I don't have any like hometown favorites because everybody seems to switch and nobody ever seems to be the same. I mean, I'm here the same. It's the same 2 umbrellas. It's green and black or it's hot pink. That's it. So, and my name's staying the same. Star 1978, star 8378. It's Nicole Cattaruzza, and it's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361. Oh, and tonight I did the really nice gentleman that that let me speak to him to show him about the lightning one day, that had the I don't want to call it old, it's old fashioned, I suppose, the handlebar mustache, the really, I mean, exquisite artwork type piece of, he puts a lot of effort into it, but I don't know the name for it. But it has a W on his hat, but I know it's an unusual piece. And he also tonight had a sweatshirt on with Celtic knots on the, so I showed him the St. John's 1988 button and the button from the jacket, and I let him know that I was just speaking to the FDNY gentleman. And so I thanked him for just being my witness with the buttons, for whichever. I said, it's a different kind of uniform. Then as I was with the Celtic knots, then as I was leaving, I heard almost the march of when there's a fallen officer, like at a 9/11 ceremony and things, they play bagpipes, and they play, I don't know the name of the drum, so it eludes me. I know it has a special name, and I can't think of it, but it has like a tin, and it's a drum, it's the walking drum, and then there's the deep drum, but I don't know the specifications on the names. So that played real quick, and I'm like, it wasn't too loud, but it sounded like, and I'm like, now that's weird. Do they practice? That would be, yeah, where do they practice as a band together for special occasions? That's interesting. Never thought of asking that question. But anyway, and who the heck would I ask it to? But that, I heard a little mini part of that at my firehouse tonight as I was walking home. And there was also an MTA, Metropolitan Police, from New Jersey in an SUV of some sort that was parked on the corner. So they're in the neighborhood. I didn't take a photo of the vehicle or anything. I didn't want to go too crazy. I mean, it didn't look suspect, but I did see a whole bunch of people getting out of it. Let's see. And that is that for notices on the boulevard for tonight, September 9th, 2021. It's Nicole Cattaruzza, and again, it's star 1978, star 8378. Right, it's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.